Hi, everybody. We are live. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. We've got a great show tonight. I may be kind of going solo as far as the hosting duties. Everybody was kind of tied up tonight. But what we're going to be talking about tonight is the American Music Awards show. Now, this was started in 1973 by Dick Clark for ABC after that network's contract expired to air the Grammys. So Dick Clark, 1973, started the American Music Awards show, the AMA. And what's interesting about it is the 50th show is going to be held November 20th this year. So we've got another month and a week to go before the show is going to be aired. And what I want to talk about is, well, the show in general. All 30 categories have all the nominees already selected. So we're going to talk about that. And I'm also going to talk about how are the nominees selected. Well, the nominees are selected by Billboard magazine based on data. They look at the streaming, they look at songs and album sales, they look at radio airplay, touring gross receipts, and they calculate it all out and they pick the nominees for each category, whoever's doing the best. But what I really like about it is the winners are selected by the fans. You just go to the American Music Awards website and you vote in each category for your favorite. And that's how the winners are selected. Hi, we just got joined by AZ Mick. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you here. Thank you. So we're talking about the American Music Awards show, which is being held November 20th. And we just talked about how the nominees are selected by Billboard magazine through a variety of factors, gross sales of records and concert sales and things. But I was just mentioning how what I really like is the fans select the winners. The fans go to the American website, American Music Awards website, and they just select by category each winner. So anyway, so that's how the nominees and the winners are selected. Now, what I want to say next, before we get into the lists, I want to say that the most nominated person this year was Bad Bunny. I don't know if you guys are all familiar with Bad Bunny. They were a little new to me. They are a newer band, okay? It's a Puerto Rican band, and all the songs are done in Spanish, and of course with a Puerto Rican accent. But Bad Bunny is supposed to be the most popular band in the entire world. And as I said, all the songs are sung in Spanish. And I've been listening to them throughout the day and the last couple of days since I've been planning the show. And I really like them. I'm planning on buying some Bad Bunny. They're great. You know, it's really refreshing to be catching up right now on a lot of the new bands. We get caught in this thing where we've got so much of our old music. It can fill every single moment of our listening time if we allow it to. But we forget about there's a lot of great new bands coming up, and we're going to be talking about a lot of them tonight. Let me say hi to a couple of more people in the chat. Hi, Gloria. How you doing, girl? Good to see you here. Adam, good to see you. Eddie's Physical Media. Hi, buddy. And AZ Mick and Mike, Pre-Code Fan. Thank you all for showing up. So we're going to move along into the categories here real shortly of the American Music Awards show and see who's up for what. And I'm also going to hold a contest later. I can't hold the contest tonight, but I'm going to pick four of the top categories, and I'll announce what they are tonight. And I'm going to have everybody vote on who they think is going to win in those four categories. And whoever gets the most correct answers, let's just say, well, they win. Obviously, they're going to get a Robert Plant, Alison Krauss album that I'm going to give away, and I'll mail it to them. So anyway, so that's what we're going to be doing. And if there's a tie, and there could be several people might tie, I will put those names into a hat and we'll draw out the winner. But we'll do that a couple of weeks down the road because the show's still not till November 20th. So we're going to go through all the categories tonight and look at all the people that have been nominated to win those categories. So Laurel Rossman, hi Laurel, how you doing? Good to see you here. Okay, so first of all, who got the most nominations? I already mentioned it, Bad Bunny. Puerto Rican band, fantastic sound. I love this band, and even though all their songs are done in Spanish, I'm going to be buying one of their albums soon. I really love this band. Who had the second most nominations this year? Well, there was a pretty big group tied. We had Beyonce, Drake, Taylor Swift all had 6 nominations, whereas, well, I didn't mention this, Bad Bunny had 8 nominations. So the other 3 had 6. Drake, Taylor Swift, and Beyonce had 6 nominations. And the third most nominations were Adele, Harry Styles, and The Weeknd, spelled W-E-E-K, not E-N-D, but N-D. And I was listening to their music today also. So The Weeknd, they all had the third most nominations. Okay, so we're going to move along now, and we're going to move into the categories. And the very first category for the contest, we have Artist of the Year. And Artist of the Year will be one of the contest categories. There'll be 4. And Artist of the Year, the nominations are Adele, Bad Bunny, Beyonce, Drake, Harry Styles, Taylor Swift, and The Weeknd. And I'll tell you what, I listened to every single one of those over the last couple of days. And there isn't a band there I don't like. And I'll say that about the next category too. So that was Artist of the Year. And that will be one of our contest categories. The next category is also a contest category. And that's New Artist of the Year. And that's kind of what I'm the most excited about. As I previously read, many of these artists have been nominated multiple times and won multiple times. But I'm particularly excited about the new artists because I've been a little lax on staying up with who's new and who's fresh. So let me read the list of new artists that are nominated for New Artist of the Year. We have Dove Cameron, and I tell you what, what a sultry, sexy voice she has, and she's very attractive. Kind of reminds me of Blondie a little bit. I just love her voice, and so I've been watching Dove Cameron. And I tell you what, I don't know that she wouldn't be my first choice to win. Next is Gayle, Gayle, and she was fun to watch too. She has this one song, "You Don't Really Want Me, You're Just Horny." One of the songs I watched earlier. It's pretty funny. She's pretty entertaining. The next band was Latto, Latto, next new band. Then I of course I've watched videos and listened to songs for all of these guys, and I like them all. Maneskin, Mainskin. Let me put it that way. Maneskin, Mainskin, and then Steve Lacy. I've listened to all the music. These are all the new artists that have been nominated, and it's going to be really interesting to see how this all comes out. And anyway, so that was Artist of the Year and new Artists of the Year. Okay, the next category, and let's see, who do we have here? We got Angela's here. Hi, Angela. How are you, girl? Thanks for joining us. We're doing a preview of the American Music Awards. I'm naming the categories, and I'm naming the artists that have been nominated for the various categories. And anyway, so we're moving on to Collaborations of the Year. We have Carolina Gatelin, Mauro Castillo, Adassa, Renzi Feliz, Diane Guerrero, and Stephanie Beatriz, and Encantro Cast, and it's We Don't. Okay. And then the next one is Talk About Bruno, Elton John, Dua Lipa, Cold Heart, and P&AU Remix. Okay. That's Collaborations of the Year. That one's Talk About Bruno. Okay, we're going to move on now to, I'm sorry, there was actually a couple of more Collaborations of the Year on the following page. I'll do those last 3 as well. We've got Future featuring Drake and Thames, and that's for Wait For You. Then we have Lil Nas X featuring Jack Harlow, and that's Industry Baby. And then the Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber, and the name of the song is Stay. And those are all the Collaborations of the Year nominees. Now we're going to move to, is there anybody in the chat that wants to, have you guys heard of Bad Bunny? 8 nominations this year. Bad Bunny, Puerto Rican band, great sound. They're being called the biggest band in the entire world right now, Bad Bunny. Why don't I throw up a quick picture? Maybe it'll jog some memories. Okay. There's my man, Bad Bunny. And this guy is badass, I'm telling you. His music is great. I watched some of his videos today too, and they do not disappoint. Let me put it that way. All right, Bad Bunny. Yeah. Yeah, most of the other pictures I have are for regulars, okay? I mean, we have of course, Taylor Swift. Another picture of Taylor Swift. She's won a lot. Whitney Houston. Who didn't love Whitney Houston? We took my daughter to see her when she was in high school. She was my favorite of my daughters at the time. And of course, one of the biggest artists of all time, Michael Jackson. These guys are in it. They're in a category every year for something, sometimes multiple categories. Okay, so let's get back to it. We've got the favorite touring artist nominations. And once again, Bad Bunny, who's got 8 nominations, Coldplay, Ed Sheeran, Elton John, and the Rolling Stones. I'll do that again. Bad Bunny, Coldplay, Ed Sheeran, Elton John, and the Rolling Stones are all nominated for Best Touring Artist. Okay, then we'll move on to favorite music video. Okay, so favorite music video. We have Adele, Easy on Me. We have, once again, Bad Bunny featuring Chenko Corleone, Mi Puerto Bonito. Then we have Harry Styles, As It Was. Little Nas X featuring Jack Harlow, Industry Baby. And Taylor Swift, All Too Well, Taylor's version. Okay. All right, so let's see. We also had One Republic. All right, favorite pop albums. We're moving on to pop here, guys. And one thing I want to say about all the new artists, favorite new artists, that list that I read, is the young people really love rap, and they were loving it back in the 90s. When I was listening to rap myself, 50 Cent and The Game and Tupac and Snoop Dogg. I even saw Snoop Dogg in concert. I actually got into rap myself. And anyway, but the young people, it didn't go away. They love it. And when you listen to that list of best new artists, you'll find a thread, if not a whole lot, of rap running through every one of those artists, I think. All but one did I hear some rap listening to their songs. So anyway, favorite album of the year. Favorite pop album, I'm sorry. We have Adele, 30. We have Bad Bunny, Un Verano Sin Ti. We have Beyonce, Renaissance. Harry Styles, Harry's House. Taylor Swift, Red, Taylor's version. And The Weeknd, Dawn FM. And again, there's nobody on that list whose music I haven't listened to in the last couple of days. And Harry Styles was really good, and The Weeknd was too. They were all good. Bad Bunny, I keep mentioning, they 8 nominations. Okay, favorite pop song, and the nominees are Adele, Easy on Me, Carolyn Gateman, Marie Castillo, Odessa, Renzi Feliz. We Don't Talk About Bruno. It's a big group of people. We don't talk about Bruno. No doubt Bruno Mars, who we're all talking about. Harry Styles, As It Was, Luzzo, About Damn Time, and the Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber, Stay. Okay, so the Beeb's back in it. The Beeb. Okay. All right, we're going to move on. Let's see. Let me get my chat back up where I can see who's coming on. Gloria, your daughters love him. Are you talking about, the solo artist, Bad Bunny? Your daughters love him. Yeah, great stuff. Beyonce to me is overacted. Yeah, okay, I hear that. All right, I agree with that too. And let's see, got to give it to Bad Bunny. Don't forget LL Cool J since the beginning. Oh yeah. I don't think he's nominated for anything, but yeah, no, I liked LL Cool J, and he's become a great actor too. Him and who's the one in NWA? They both became great actors. Anyway, all right, let's move on to favorite male country artist. Number 1, Chris Stapleton. Number 2, Cody Johnson. Number 3, let's see, let me get this down here where I can reach it better. Okay, number 3, Luke Combs. Then Morgan Wallen, Wallen, I don't think I've heard of him. And then Walker Hayes. Those are the favorite male country artists. Okay, favorite female country artist. Let's read the list of nominees there. Carrie Underwood. Boy, she's been winning for forever. Lainey Wilson, Maureen Morris, Miranda Lambert, and Taylor Swift. You know, I got to hand it to Taylor Swift. She fills stadiums, and she's very, very popular. Okay, favorite country duo or group. We have Dan and Shay, Lady A, which I'm assuming is Lady Antebellum, but all they put there was an A. And Lady Antebellum's great. I've seen them in concert. Old Dominion, Parmalee, Zac Brown Band. I love the Zac Brown Band. I've got a 2-album set in brown vinyl of the Zac Brown Band with Toes in the Sand. Such a great song. That's a fun band to listen to. I love Zac Brown. And once again, Taylor Swift. Okay, favorite country album. Carrie Underwood, Denim and Rhinestones. Luke Combs, Growing Up. Then we move to Cindy Johnson, Human, the double album. Taylor Swift, Red, Taylor's version. Walker Hayes, Country Stuff, the album. Cody Johnson, Till You Can't. Dustin Lynch, featuring Mackenzie Porter, Thinking About You. Jordan Davis, featuring Luke Bryan, Buy Dirt. Yeah. Morgan Wallen, Wasted on You. I just want to say hi to Dave, the pickup artist, who just joined us. Thank you, Dave. Good seeing you here, buddy. And the Breakfast Kings of Loyola. Thank you, buddy. Really appreciate you showing up. We're going through the American Music Awards. Okay, so now we're getting into some hip hop, guys. Little hip hop. Favorite male hip hop artist: Drake, nominated. Future, Kendrick Lamar, and he's a really big hit with a younger crowd. Little Baby and Little Durk. Okay, that's favorite male hip hop artist. You know, I was thinking about, you know, how I feel like I've been left behind with so many new bands out there. I get transfixed on the music I've been listening to for the last 20, 30, 50 plus years. And so I've been listening to a lot of new music and music that the younger crowd is listening to. And I was talking this over with my grandson. I was like, London, help me out here. Who do you like to listen to? Who are your fans? You guys are all into rap, right? Yeah, we like rap. Well, what are the rap bands you like? And I started talking about starting to do some shows on younger artists and stuff. And London goes, Papa, just stick to what you know. I thought that was pretty funny. Papa, just stick to what you know. Hey, you know, it's never too late. You could teach an old dog new tricks, right? I don't know how many times I've resurrected my music listening taste. I never get straight too far from my roots, but I always add new stuff as I go. And Angela, hi, how are you, Angela? Good to see you here. I don't know too many either. Yeah, I hear you. Okay, so let's see. We were on favorite country song. Okay, there's 30 categories here, you know, and the nominees are all in. And the fans, now remember, I want to remind everybody, the fans vote for the winners in every category. You guys vote for that. I vote for that. You go to the American Music Awards website and you just go down the line and you vote for your first choice in all these categories, all 30 categories. So let's all go do that. And okay, so favorite male hip hop artist. We've got Drake, Future. I said this one already. I got started talking and forgot. Kendrick Lamar, Little Baby, and Little Durk. Okay, favorite female hip hop artist: Cardi B, Glorilla. Now I haven't heard of Glorilla before, I got to admit. Lotto. I have watched some Lotto even today. And Megan the Stallion, not the Stallion, the Stallion, and Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is in there. How do you like that? Okay, I like it. Okay, favorite hip hop album. All right, we've got Future. I Never Liked You. uh, I love that. Gunna, DS Forever, DS Forever. Kendrick's Lamar, very popular. I know my grandson, 17-year-old grandson, loves him. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. The Big Steppers. Steppin', yeah. Okay, then we've got Little Dirk, 7220, in Polo G Hall of Fame 2.0. Hey, Bill K. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, there's a lot here I don't know too. And then there's a lot of very, very familiar names, and then some new ones I've been looking into. Okay, let's see. Okay, favorite hip hop songs. Um, Future featuring Drake and Thames, Wait for You. Jack Harlow, First Class. Kodak Black, Super Gremlin. Lotto, Big Energy. And Little Nas X featuring Harlow, Industry Baby. Okay, so that rounds out the favorite hip hop song list, and now we're going to go to the favorite male R&B artist, and we start off with Brent Faiyaz, 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 I think. Chris Brown's back in it, and Giveon. Then we've got Lucky Days and The Weeknd. And I've listened to The Weeknd, and I did enjoy listening to them. Okay, favorite female R&B artist. We have Beyonce, Doja Cat, Mooney Long, Summer Walker, and I'm not sure if you pronounce this one letter at a time or try to say it. It's capital S, capital Z, capital A, ZA. That's the best I can do, ZA. Okay, what say you, Bill K? What is your favorite female R&B artist, Bill? Let me know if you have one. How about you, Gloria, Angela? You guys got a favorite R&B artist? How about a favorite rap artist? I mean, I told you I liked 50 Cent. I liked Tupac. I mean, how do you beat California Love with Tupac and so many of those other great, Better Days stuff? And of course, Snoop and 50 did some great stuff together. Magic Stick, and then I've got all those 50 Cent music videos in my iTunes library. Candy Store, Magic Stick, and there's several others. I can't think of them all. It's been a long time since I've watched them, but I still like them. I'm gonna have to go back and watch them now that we're doing this show. Bill said he likes 50. Yeah, 50 was cool, man. I used to enjoy his videos. What a character. And I like the movie he made too, Get Rich or Die Trying. It wasn't as good as 8 Mile, Eminem's movie. But I liked Eminem. Eminem's considered one of the greatest rappers of all time. He could rap about anything, cleaning my closet out, and have a #1 hit song with it. Okay, let's get on to favorite. Let's see, favorite R&B album. We're going to start out with Beyonce's Renaissance. Drake, Honestly, Nevermind. Silk Sonic. Now, I like Silk Sonic. I think Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak are great. I don't have any of their music, but I see their videos and I hear their songs on the radio and I like them. And I probably will buy some Bruno Mars. It's even more fun to watch on video though, because the dancing and stuff is so great. But so Silk Sonic is Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak. An Evening with Silk Sonic. That's in the favorite R&B album category. Okay, Summer Walker, Still Over It, and The Weeknd, Dawn FM. Okay, any comments on anything we've read so far? Love Eminem, Caitlin. Hi, Caitlin. How you doing? I loved Eminem too, and I really liked that movie 8 Mile that he made. But his songs were just really iconic. Like I was saying, he could he could sing about anything, cleaning out his closet, you name it. Yeah, he was kind of hard on his mother sometimes too in some of those songs. But anyway, okay, not into rap. Angela's not into rap. Okay, well that's cool. And I was kind of, for my age group and my friends and everything like that, I wasn't the typical. I think maybe it's because I was such a big fan of soul music back in the day that it wasn't too hard to transition into a little rap when it was real popular. And also, I had a '56 Chevy Nomad with a 400 watt, at 400 amp power system in it, and I really liked the bass. In fact, between the two seats, I had a knob to crank the bass up, and I had this huge, bass box behind my back seat. And I tell you what, when you listen to rap, you got some bass, and that was the one thing I always loved about soul music too. I loved listening to bass music, and man, I would pull up next to a plate glass window, or commercial storefronts, and I'd crank that bass knob up, and it looked like all those windows were going to get blown out, and it was along with my eardrums. But anyway, I enjoy the bass, and there was a lot. It was strong in the rap, and that influenced me a little bit. I'm not gonna give bass all the credit. I actually enjoyed the songs and enjoyed the videos. Bill K. Well, Royce, it's because you wear a hat on backwards. That's part of it. Yeah, I think I learned that from Tupac. You're so cool. Thank you, Gloria. I mean, I'm assuming you may be talking to Bill K. I'm not sure, but if it's me, thank you. Okay. Favorite R&B songs: Beyonce, "Break My Soul," Mooney Long, "Hours and Hours," Silk Sonic, Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, "Smoking Out the Window." Let's see the other song and favorite R&B album. This is favorite R&B song, but favorite R&B album. Silk Sonic and Bruno Mars was "An Evening with Silk Sonic," and I can easily see Bruno Mars winning something. Him and Anderson .Paak. Okay. Also on favorite R&B songs, we have again SZA, Za, "I Hate You," and WizKid. We've all heard of WizKid featuring Tim's, "Essence." Okay, so that rounds out the category of favorite R&B songs. Okay, I'm going to pour a little 7-Up here. No drinking tonight, no alcohol, just 7-Up and water. Something I can handle for a change. Tell him, Gloria. You guys are funny. Okay, so favorite male Latin artist, okay? Not surprisingly, nominated for 8 awards, Bad Bunny. The biggest entertainer in the whole world right now. Favorite artist in the entire world is Bad Bunny, and it's all sang in Spanish, of course, with a Puerto Rican accent, and it is great stuff. Great stuff. Okay, so favorite male Latin artist, Bad Bunny, number 1 on the list. That is Farruko, J Balvin, J Cole, and Raul Alejandro. Okay, favorite female Latin artist. Number 1, we have Anita, Becky G, Kayla Uchis, Carol G, and Rosalia. And I got to tell you something. We'll finish this Latin group and album first. Okay, favorite Latin duo or group. We have Banda MS de Sergio Lazarga. Got that? Okay. Calibre 50, El Saban Armado, Grupo Firma, and I know I'm butchering some of these. Yaritza y su esencia. Okay. And that rounds out favorite Latin duo or group. And then we get into favorite Latin album. Once again, Bad Bunny, Uno Verano Senti, Farruko La 167, J Balvin Jose, Raul Alejandro, Vice Versa, and Rosalia Motomom. Wait a minute. Motomami. Okay. Um, favorite Latin song. Okay. Bad Bunny. Featuring Chenko Corleone. I listened to that song today and watched the video. It was fun. Okay. Mi Porto Bonito. Becky G, ex Carol G, Mammy. M-A-M, and then there's three lines behind it. I don't know if they're eyes or exclamation points. I think they're eyes. Mammy. Okay. Carol G, Provenza, Raul Alejandro, Todo de Tai, and Sebastian Yastra, Dos Arguatas. Dos Arguatas. Okay. All right. And I just want to say that, you know what? I used to have a little bit of Spanish speaking going on. I spent several years, late 70s, early 80s, working in a little town called Guadalupe, California. It sits on the central California coast. In fact, it's only a mile from the ocean. I built a bunch of affordable housing down there for farm workers, field workers, and then went back and built an 80-unit apartment building for them. And we're not talking about cheap apartments. It was an affordable housing complex with stucco tile roofs, huge plastic playgrounds, one at each remote laundry room. There was a basketball court. I mean, we went first class. I mean, we had the vinyl coated picnic benches, the barbecue sticking up alongside the sidewalks. I mean, this looked like, these looked like very expensive condominiums. And so I spent another 2 years down there building that after working with all the field workers building their own homes through the Farmers Home Administration financing for field workers. And my job was to go out there and spend 40 hours a week with the field workers and help them and teach them how to build their own homes. And my Spanish was getting better and better and better. Now, I won't tell you I understood every word that was being said, but it was like every second, third, fourth word, and I would always know what they were talking about. And I actually wished I would have spent more time because my Spanish was getting better and better. And I love Mexico. I've been going to Mexico since I was a little kid. In fact, there's a picture of me on Facebook riding a donkey, painted up like a zebra with the big hat on. And my brother and sister were behind me in the cart. And we were all just little kids. But we've been going to Mexico forever. And I used to go down there surfing several times a year as an adult. And I haven't been down there and done that probably in about a year. Not a year, 7 or 8 years now. The last time I went, my wife went with me, and we went to a little surf camp and just had an absolute ball there. But anyway, so I really love the Mexican culture, the Spanish culture. I mean, when we were building those houses, those people love to celebrate, and so we'd get all 10 foundations poured, and we'd have this huge celebration. We'd either bury a pig in the ground, we'd have 5 big copper pots, and we'd cook the pig in its own grease and make everything, chicharrones, carnitas. And the worst thing that ever happened to me at one of those barbecues. Hi, Steve. Steve's here. Steve Mintham. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for showing up. Much appreciated. Good evening. Royce just popped in. Yeah. Hi, buddy. Thank you. Bill K. Come to Rachel's Ghost Show. Yeah, Rachel Ghost has a good show, Bill. In fact, I was there this morning and I came on the show as a host and I left with 6 new subscribers. A couple of weeks ago, I was there and I left with 24 new subscribers. And Rachel encourages that. She says some people just come on and post a link to subscribe to their channel and leave because they're going to work or something. She goes, I don't care. I want to help everybody grow their shows. She's great. I love Rachel. She's so cool. The whole cast is fun. I did a Marlon Brando impersonation today, trying to give Wax a hard time. Anyway, I don't want to go into that tonight, but it was fun. Haven't been in for a while. I usually go out for coffee in the morning. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, we're having fun here. We're talking about the American Music Awards show, and all the nominees have been all set already in all 30 categories, and the fans vote later at the American Music Awards website. They vote for their winners in each category. So we're running through the categories and having a little bit of fun chat here and there. Okay, so favorite Latin album. Uh, who knew? Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny, Farruko La 167, and Bad Bunny was for the same one. Un Verano Senti. J Balvin, song Jose. Well, album Jose. Raul Alejandro, the album is Vice Versa. Rosalia, the album is Moto Mami. Okay, cool. Favorite Latin song? Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny featuring Chenko Corleone. I love that, Corleone. I'm a huge Godfather fan. That word alone, that name means something to me. Mi Porto Bonito. Becky G and Carol G. Mammy. Carol G. Provenza. Raul Alejandro Todo de Tai. And Sebastian Yatro. Don Orugadas. Okay, cool. Okay, now we're getting back into some rock stuff, and two of the categories that are going to be in the contest that'll be coming up in a couple of weeks on the winners. I'm going to have four categories, and two of them are favorite rock song and favorite rock album. That's two of the categories you can pick a winner from, and the other two are okay. Sorry, folks. I'm working on being more organized. I'm getting there. Okay. All right. The other two are Artist of the Year and New Artist of the Year. So Artist of the Year, New Artist of the Year, and then favorite Latin album and favorite Latin song will be the four categories to pick your winner from. And once you do, I'm sorry. It wasn't favorite Latin album, favorite Latin song. It's favorite rock album, favorite rock song. Okay, so there'll be four categories. I'll be bringing this up throughout the next two shows, just because we're not doing the voting yet. We're going to hold a contest. Whoever gets the most right is going to win an album, vinyl album. It's Robert Plant, Alison Krauss album that I have, and I'll mail it to you. So you win that if you have them all right. If there are ties, we're going to put the name in the hat, and on the show we'll draw out the winner and we'll mail you the album the next day. So there'll be four categories that we're choosing from. Okay, so let's move on now. Like I said, we're getting into getting back into some rock here, and let's see. Okay, so what we've got here is a favorite rock song, okay? And the nominees are the Foo Fighters, Love Dies Young, Imagine Dragons with Jid, Enemy. Again, this is the favorite rock song. Kate Bush, Running Up That Hill, A Deal with God. Manskin, Beggin, Mainskin. It's got to be pronounced Mainskin, Maneskin, Mainskin, Begging, and Red Hot Chili Peppers, Black Summer. So Red Hot Chili Peppers is in there. Okay, favorite rock album. We have Coldplay, Music of the Spheres. We have Ghost, Impera, Imagine Dragons, Mercury, Act 1. And this is another guy, another newer artist, fairly newer artist that I've listened to and actually listened to today even. And that's Machine Gun Kelly, Mainstream Sellout. And, I could listen to that. I could. Newer artist, some rap in there. All the newer artists have a little rap mixed in, it seems like. So Machine Gun Kelly, Mainstream Sellout, and Red Hot Chili Peppers, Unlimited Love. Okay. And then the next page, do we have a couple of, yeah, we have a couple more. Matthew West and Phil Wickham. Okay. All right. Now we're going to get into some categories that I'm not that familiar with myself. Okay, what's going on in the chat? Well, you know, Steve, a lot of us can really relate to that. I'm not familiar with any of these new artists or songs. I pretty much listen to 50s, 60s, and 70s. And Steve, I mean, you you just echoed my thoughts. Every once in a while, I mean, well, I'm preparing for a show, and new artists, there's been a lot of talk about the new artists lately, and I've been talking to young people like my grandson, trying to figure out what they like. And they all still like kind of a, you know, kind of an upgraded rap from what we had in the mid 90s, late 90s and stuff. Anyway, so I'm just trying to familiar my, every once in a while I go through a phase where I want to find out what the young people are listening to. And, you know, because I'm, you know, I was here for the British invasion, you know, and then there was Led Zeppelin, and then there was Woodstock, and then there was all those great glam bands that played on MTV, and then in comes grunge. And I mean, and I love all that music. I could spend the rest of my life listening to just that and never hear, you know, enough of the ones I like the most, because there's just so much of it. And it's hard to go out. It's like my grandson said, Papa, just stick with what you know. Don't worry about the new stuff. You know? But anyway, here we are, and we're throwing some of it out here, and I'm fine with that. Caitlin Stoddard. Angela Royce, no disco category? Absolutely. We're getting to that. There are 30 categories, Angela. Yeah, we'll be to that really soon. We'll be to that soon, Angela. Okay, right now we're at favorite gospel artist. We have CeCe Winans, Doe, D-O-E, that like Dead on Arrival. No, that's D-O-A, Doe. Okay, whatever. E. Dewey Smith, Maverick City Music, and Tamela Mann. And okay, now my younger brother is 8 songs into a gospel album, a Christian album. He's got Richard Eddings, the Jesus Movement podcast. And anyway, and he plays songs. You know, he plays music while he's doing his shows. And when he comes on my show, which he was invited tonight, but his wife takes care of a woman that's basically dying, and she's right at the end, and his wife's there, and so he's there with her, and the whole thing's pretty sad and stressful. He actually said he might even try to, you know, turn a laptop on and come on, but I didn't think it was going to happen, and I don't blame him a bit. His wife must be just really feeling tortured right now with this woman she's been taking care of for so long, dying, you know, right before her eyes. Anyway, enough of that. Favorite gospel artist, favorite dance electronic artist. Okay, favorite dance electronic artist. We've got Diplo, Marshmello. Let's make some s'mores here. Swedish House Mafia. Well, that's pretty cool. The Chainsmokers and Tiesto. Okay. Favorite soundtracks. Boy, do I have some good soundtracks. Elvis, Encanto, Sing 2, Stranger Things soundtrack from Netflix series season 4, and Top Gun Maverick. The Top Gun shows always had good soundtracks. Okay. Favorite Afro beats artist. Let's see. Well, Terry Keenum just joined us. I'm an old DC talk guy. Well, that's cool. You're an old DC talk guy. Awesome, buddy. Glad you joined us. We really appreciate it, man. Okay, so okay, we're on favorite Aero beats artists. For those of us that maybe have just joined us and aren't really sure what's going on, okay, there's Toby Mac. He's always there. Yeah, I like Toby Mac. But anyway, we're covering the American Music Awards nominations in all 30 categories, and we'll be holding a contest before the award show, which is November 20th, where people can vote on the 4 categories that I've chosen I'll keep reminding everybody what they are. They can vote on who they think is going to win in those 4 categories. Whoever gets the most right answers wins a Robert Plant, Alison Krauss album that I'll mail to them. And if there's a tie, we'll throw them all in a hat, and I'll draw it out on the show. So anyway, so that'll be a fun time. And there's Dave, the pickup artist. Greetings from Jackass Flats. Isn't that in Wyoming? Yeah, that's in Wyoming. Okay, what else do we have here in the chat? Just friends saying hi to one another. Totally cool. Okay. Okay, that was the. Okay, now we're on to favorite Aero Beats artist. We've got Burna Boy, CKAY, Fireboy DML, Thames, and WizKid. I've heard of Thames and WizKid, but I haven't heard of the other 3 guys. Favorite K-pop artist. We have Blackpink, BTS, 17, Tomorrow and Together, and Twice. Those are the favorite K-pop artists. Okay, so let's see. We've got some other stuff here that let's see. Okay, all right. That we just covered all the categories actually, but there was a couple of other things I'm going to just briefly go over, and this is you know, who hosted these shows over the years, you know, and the 1974 show, the first one after Dick Clark, who started it all in 73, was hosted by Roger Miller, Helen Reddy, Smokey Robinson at the Earl Carroll Theater. The show after that was hosted by Roy Clark, amazing guitar player, loved him on Hee Haw. Roy Clark, Helen Reddy, Sly Stone, Sly and the Family Stone, saw him twice in concert at the Hollywood Palladium. Absolutely loved Sly's performance. And that one was held at the Santa Monica Civic Auditorium. The next one was Glenn Campbell, Aretha Franklin, Olivia Newton-John. So, I mean, there's just amazing artists themselves that hosted these shows over the years. And I won't read all of this. This thing is 3 or 4 pages long. It's been going on since 73. I'll skip through here. In 1980, Elton John, Tony Tennille, Natalie Cole at the ABC studios. Skipping down a little bit, we had Diana Ross in 1986. Gloria, 1988, we had Barry Gibb, Maurice Gibb, not Gibbs, Fleetwood Mac, and Robin Gibb, 3 of the Gibb brothers. That was in 1988. Okay. Then we have, oh, look at this one. 1990. We've got Alice Cooper, Anita Baker, Gloria Estefan, and Naomi Judd. I mean, just these mixes. I mean, it's not like all heavy metal or all shock rock. It's across the board, country, rock. Okay, then the next year was Keenan Ivory Wayans. 1992 was MC Hammer and Reba McEntire. Look at this. 94, Meatloaf, Reba McEntire, and Will Smith. What if he slapped anybody that night? Probably not. I would have heard about it. 96, Sinbad. We'll read a few more. It's kind of fun. Okay, 99, we had Brandy, Melissa, and Joan Hart. Skipping down, 2001, we had Britney Spears with LL Cool J hosting American Music Awards. 2005, Cedric the Entertainer. 2006 and back to 2003, Jimmy Kimmel, both those. And we skip down to 2013, Pitbull. 2015, Jennifer Lopez. 2016, Gigi Hadid and Jay Farrow. Let's see. 2021, Cardi B. All right. So, all right. Now here's another thing I wanted to look at is most wins. We talked about most nominations this year, and topping the list was Bad Bunny with 8 nominations. And behind that, it was Beyonce and Taylor Swift. And I can't remember all the names offhand. I'd have to go back to my notes. There's too much here to memorize. But anyway, what we're going to look at now is who had the ranking of the people that had the most number of awards. Who won the most times? And I'm actually not surprised here. Taylor Swift, 34. 34 wins the American Music Awards. Michael Jackson comes in number 2 at 26. Then we had Whitney Houston, 22. Kenny Rogers, 19. Kenny Rogers was fantastic, but I'm surprised to hear he's that high up on the most. But he was during those days with the Gambler and stuff, and all the way back to that great psychedelic song. Just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in with the Fifth Dimension. I've liked Kenny Rogers all the way through, whether he was country or psychedelic or whatever he was. He was just a great artist and very entertaining. Let's see. Caitlin's telling somebody to shake it off, shake it off. Okay, what just happened? I was trying to get Bill K up here. I used to go to a Pentecostal church that had a wonderful worship team. Well, that's cool. Let's see. Got something else here from Caitlin. Terry Delirious was awesome, great band. The other band I really liked was Big Tent Revival. Right on, Kate. Here we go. Let's see. We've got Terry Keenan here. The Cry, Big Tent Revival. Right on. Terry again. I was a worship leader at a coffee house band. Oh, that's awesome, man. My all-time fave was Delirious. Right on. That's cool. Okay, all right. We are reading the most number of awards. Who got the most number of awards? We stopped at Kenny Rogers with 19. The band Alabama. Now, the band Alabama was huge. You don't hardly hear anything about them anymore, which surprises me. But Alabama played 6 years in a row at our Paso Robles Fairground. And I think we saw them 3 times. And we all loved Alabama. Yeah, we like country too. We went through a serious country phase, but that's all we were listening to. But anyway, Alabama was great. The whole family liked them. 3 times we went to see Alabama. Alabama had won 18 times, along with Justin Bieber. He won 18 times. Carrie Underwood 17 times, along with Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks also won 17 awards. Reba McEntire, 14. Rihanna, 13. Bruno Mars, 11. So Bruno Mars has been kicking ass for a while now. Janet Jackson and Stevie Wonder also had 11, like Bruno Mars. Janet Jackson, Stevie Wonder, and Bruno Mars all won 11 awards. Mariah Carey won 10. Along with Randy Travis, who I saw in concert, and Tim McGraw, who I also saw in concert, both at the Paso Robles Fairgrounds. There's a lot of people here I saw in concert. Saw a lot of the country artists. Okay, most wins in a single ceremony. Let's take a look at that now. Okay, Michael Jackson won 8 awards at a single ceremony in 1984. Whitney Houston won 8 in 1994. Most wins by category. The following list shows the artists with the most wins in each category, adapted from the AMA's official website. Okay, Artist of the Year, Taylor Swift had 6 wins. Collaboration of the Year, Justin Bieber had 3 wins. And Song of the Year, Kenny Rogers had 5 wins. Wow. That's great. Well deserved. Okay, Angela, I saw Rick Kua a lot too. Nice. Caitlin, BTR was fantastic. I still have their record with the song WWJD on it. My favorite was their second album. Okay. Daddy Boggs is here. Hey, Boggs. Good evening to you, buddy. Yeah, we're still going at it. We're almost done, though. But it's good to see you here, brother. Okay, so Okay, we just covered Artist of the Year was Taylor Swift with 6. Justin Bieber had Collaboration of the Year with 3. And the Song of the Year was won 5 times by Kenny Rogers. I just thought I'd repeat that. Okay, the Song of the Year record holder counts for all previous single category winners. And here we go. Favorite male artist, pop rock, Justin Bieber, 4 wins. Favorite female artist, pop rock, Taylor Swift, 6 wins. Female duo or group, pop rock, Aerosmith, the Black Eyed Peas, Hall & Oates, One Direction, and BTS, 3 wins each. Well, that's interesting. Okay, favorite album, pop rock, Taylor Swift, 4 wins. Favorite male artist, country, Garth Brooks, 8 wins. Favorite female artist, country, Reba McEntire, 10 wins. Favorite female artist, country, Reba McEntire, 10 wins. Okay, should never take my eyes off the paper like I just did again. Favorite duo or group, country, Alabama, 13 wins. Favorite album, country, Carrie Underwood, 6 wins. Favorite artist, rap, hip hop, Eminem, and Nicki Minaj, 4 wins each. The favorite artist, rap, hip hop record holder counts for all previous favorite male artists. Rap, hip hop, and favorite female artist, rap, hip hop category winners. Okay. Favorite song, rap, hip hop. Getting tongue tied now saying rap, hip hop so much. Cardi B had 3 wins. Favorite song. Favorite album, rap, hip hop. Nicki Minaj, 3 wins. Favorite male artist, soul R&B, Luther Vandross, 7 wins. Okay, first time his names came up. Favorite female artist, soul R&B, Rihanna, 7 wins. Rihanna's great. She's just good. Favorite album, soul R&B, Michael Jackson, 4 wins. Female artist, alternative rock, Linkin Park, 6 wins. Favorite artist, alternative rock, Linkin Park, 6 wins. Favorite artist, adult contemporary, Celine Dion, 4 wins. Favorite artist, Latin music, Enrico Iglesias, 7 wins. That's cool. I liked his father. Him and Willie Nelson, To All the Girls I've Loved Before. What a song. Oh my God. I won't even get into the lyrics we used to make up on the construction site for that song. Let's see. Okay. Favorite artist, contemporary inspirational, Casting Crows. Casting Crowns? Okay, Casting Crowns, not crows. Okay. 4 wins. Female artist, electronic dance music, Marshmello, 3 wins. Special awards, awards of merit. Main article, American Music Award of Merit. The American Music Merit has been awarded to 32 artists, the latest being Sting in 2016. Well, that's interesting. International Artist Award of Excellence. We had Michael Jackson in 1993. We had Rod Stewart in 1994. We had Led Zeppelin in 1995. Gloria. We've got the Bee Gees, 1997, International Artists Award of Excellence. Okay, Aerosmith, 2001, Beyonce, 2007, Whitney Houston, 2009. Okay, the Icon Awards. Rihanna, 2013. Dick Clark Award for Excellence. Okay. Taylor Swift, 2014. Okay, Award for Achievement. Main article, American Music Award for Achievement. Okay, Michael Jackson, 1989. Prince, 1990. I'm glad to see Prince's name in here. What a talent. Mariah Carey, 2000 and 2008. Katy Perry, 2011. Lifetime Achievement Award, Diana Ross, 2017. I probably got 4 Diana Ross in the Supreme albums. I'm not sure where I got them all, but she was always in the soul mix, soul music we used to listen to and love. Artist of the Decade, Garth Brooks. 2000, 2022, and 2023. How could it be 2023? Okay, whatever. Um, and then we have 2010. Must be 2012 and 13, not 22 and 23. Yeah, 22 hasn't been voted on, and it's not 23 yet. So it must actually meant 1990, 2000, 2012, 2013. Taylor Swift, 2019, 2024. Okay, in 2000, the year Garth Brooks won the award, the AMA held a poll to elect the artist of the decade for each previous decade of rock and roll era. According to some sources, the result of this poll is not counted in the total of the AMA won by these artists. The results were Elvis Presley, the decade of the 1950s, the Beatles, the decade of the 60s, Stevie Wonder, the decade of the 70s, and Michael Jackson, the decade of the 80s. And that was, artist of the decade. That's really interesting. I don't know that I could have voted. I could have easily given it to the Beatles in the 60s, and I could have easily given it to Elvis Presley in the 50s, although Chuck Berry was really badass too. 70s, as much as I love Stevie Wonder, I don't know if I could put him above everybody else that was hot in the 70s. Michael Jackson in the 80s, well, he wasn't just an American star, he was a worldwide star. So, all right. We'll go on. Artist of the decade for each previous decade for the rock and roll era. And for whatever reason, they listed them twice. Artist of the century. Michael Jackson won Artist of the Century Award at the 29th American Music Awards held in 2002. Okay. Favorite Latin album, favorite Latin song. We've already been through that. Okay. Okay, two that were on the favorite rock artist list were Imagine Dragons and Machine Gun Kelly that were on a page that was kind of mixed in. Anyway, so these are the nominations of the 30 categories for the upcoming American Music Awards show held November 20th. We're about what, 5 weeks. We're about 5 weeks off. 5 weeks, yeah. And so we're looking forward to it, and especially now. And don't be afraid to go to the American Music Awards website and vote. Just go right on down the line on the categories and vote. And also, you'll be voting in our contest that we're going to have, and we'll have more details later. We've got a few weeks to get it all together, but we're going to pick 4 categories that I've mentioned before, and you're going to choose the winner in each of 4 categories. Whoever has the most right answers is going to get a Robert Plant, Alison Krauss album. I'll mail to them the next day. And if there's a tie, we're going to put all those names in a hat, and we're just going to pull the winner out on the show and then mail the album the next day. So it'll all be fun stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's a little different, We started out strictly unboxing vinyl, and then we started, looking for people to interview in the music and entertainment world. And other times we just have fun laughing and cutting up. We always start with the topic, but we go off topic pretty quick, and nobody really cares. We're really just here to have fun and hopefully have some laughs and share some laughs with our friends. Daddy Bog says Shania Twain. Oh, yeah. Shania Twain was fantastic. Oh, my God. She really came out of the scene strong. I am so going to play. Caitlin wants that vinyl. I don't blame you, girl. It's a good album. I've got 2 of them. I've got the unopened one, of course, is the one I'm giving away. So anyway, guys, I want to thank everybody for joining us. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. The show's been growing. We gained 5 new subscribers today. We gain anywhere from 5 to 20, every week. And we're building the show. Go ahead and hit the like button, the thumbs up on the screen down at the bottom. What it does is there's an algorithm out there that makes choices for people that are looking for something to watch. If someone goes on YouTube and they're looking for something to watch and they type in a keyword, if we get a lot of thumbs ups on our show, a lot of likes, then we pop up to YouTube as an option for this guy, So our shows get watched more. We get more view time, more view hours, and it builds the show. Believe it or not, it's really complicated, but thumbs up, view time, hours, subscribers, it's all part of one big package that makes the show successful. So, like I said, I want to thank everybody that has subscribed. I know there's a lot of you that have subscribed. 5 new ones today. Very proud of that fact. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. It doesn't cost a penny. If you want to go hit that notification bell next to the subscribe button, what happens is 30 minutes before a show, you'll get a little notification to let you know that the show's coming on. And you might find a lot of shows that you like. In fact, there's 5 or 6 different playlists. There's all kinds of things. Tours of the Central Coast, why we love the Central Coast, Royce Construction, a bunch of how-to videos, Royce and Betty Eddings real estate. And so there's multiple shows. We've done tours of all kinds of places on our Why We Love the Central Coast and tours of famous places. We've been to, Clint Eastwood's ranch for dinner, Mission Ranch in Carmel. Then we went down to the Hog Breath Inn, restaurant and bar owned for 27 years by Clint. Sold it to a friend of his. Went down there and, had a drink and was in the bar having fun, and everybody was laughing. We were talking about Clint Eastwood, and the employees were saying, "Oh, he was in last night." And we just had all this interaction and banter going on, and it was just a great time. And same with, if you like these little travel vlogs, go to our tours of famous places and go to the Haight-Ashbury video. That's a lot of fun. We tour Haight-Ashbury. So it's not just the live podcasts on Sunday, but we've got a lot of shows you can watch. And some of them are a lot of fun, so I've been told. Anyway, so I want to thank everybody. Thank you guys all for coming to the chat tonight. We'll be live again next Sunday. All the shows are always available at any time. Just go Royce in the House YouTube, and you can click on playlist. You can see all the different playlists. And again, thank you very much. We really appreciate you all coming on. We really appreciate the support. And that's what's going on in Royce's world today. Thank you.